guys. Hello, hello. Welcome to today's money talk. This is basically what money wants you to know. We're going to be talking about uprooting your old money beliefs and why is it so important actually to do so? Because if you are finding yourself that your money reality is kind of still the same, no matter how much work you do, how hard you work, how much effort you put into anything, and it still seems like you are keeping a lead on your earning potential, how much money you can receive, how much money you actually hold on to. Um, then I would really suggest that you change and up level your consciousness of money. Hi, you guys on Instagram. Hello, hello, people on YouTube. Um, and so, what does it really mean uprooting the old beliefs of your money consciousness? So, we all have patterns of thinking, of beliefs which we are not even aware of, and especially when it comes to money, because it seems so kind of ingrained in us. We we grew up with them, they are so familiar, and we're not even aware that we have them. Now, because they're so familiar, it feels very comfortable at some level, even though it might not bring the required result, right? So to see what's going on, actually, we really want to be digging into, and just to mention some of them, just to touch on the beliefs, because money is such a wide topic, right? So we need to be talking about the ways how or where you gonna bring in money. Like, what are the ways that you agree that are actually ways to bring in money? How hard it is to bring in money? Like, do you believe that only a job can pay you money? Then there is this category of spending money. There's just like a whole world of beliefs around spending money, like how much you can be actually spending, on what can you be spending, how often can you be spending, are you actually allowed to spend money on certain things, like on yourself. Things is not a thing, but like on yourself, many people not even consider themselves to be worthy of spending money on themselves, right? They rather spend money on their family, on their kids. Maybe it's even easier for you to be spending money for others, like buying them gifts. I'm not saying, extensive, like really luxurious things, but it's easier to spend money on them rather than yourself. If you had a pattern, if you had a model in your family, let's say your mother or your father would be behaving like this, it's actually quite likely that you are holding the same patterns without even noticing. And then you might be thinking, well, but that's nothing wrong. I'm a good person. I like to be spending money on others. I like to surprise friends with presents and gift them, out of goodness of my heart. And there's really nothing wrong with that. Only that you are holding back. You don't want to be spending money on yourself. When it comes to you, you feel like you holding back. You might be literally be the exception to where you're spending the money. You're the only exception where you're spending your money. Could be anything else, anywhere else but you. And that is again showing you certain patterns which you're holding in yourself. And this is your old belief. And for that belief to come to the surface, you want to be really digging in. Like what do I believe about myself, about money, about ways how money can be used and cannot be used? That is actually creating that belief that, or making me uncomfortable on spending money on myself. Now, in general, generally speaking, this is not a wrong thing. It's not like we are making anyone wrong for doing this or for feeling like this. It's just to say that it's a limiting view on money, and it's a very limiting view on yourself. And we could go even deeper with that. It's a limiting view on viewing your own worthiness, how worthy you are. And word worth worth worthiness, it's so interlinked with wealth, basically, and the money you are allowing into your experience. So, they like I'm teaching my clients hours and hours on this, but I just want to make you aware of the patterns you might be holding already right now. And at a first sight, literally, those old beliefs, those old patterns might not even look like, oh, well, it's just normal. Everybody does that. And there's nothing wrong. This is just what the diligent person does with their money, or what they don't do when they're responsible, right? But most of the patterns are absolutely limiting and are real misguided and couldn't be further from the truth, what the truth is. But for you to change those patterns, for you to change those beliefs, you really have to acquire a new set of beliefs. And those new set of beliefs, they like you want to root them into something which is solid, into something which is really credible and endures, and it's not like on water, right? So for the starter, I want you to be really questioning, are my beliefs really true? And you can just start looking around yourself in the society, in the larger kind of like world, not just your imminent environment. Like, do you see people who don't seem like to have like they have the same beliefs as you and they are doing better? How do you have more than you, maybe even, millionaires and really successful people, do you believe they have same beliefs as you right now, so they were able to create that money which they have right now? So the first step really is, which you can start doing for yourself really right now, is question your beliefs and really undermining that validity, whether that is absolutely true in all cases. And if you find an example where this is not the truth, what it's possibly not even close to the truth, then you might ask yourself, well, if this is not the truth all the time, what else could be truth? Or what else could be there for me to believe, so I could start changing my beliefs? You guys, I'm going to be very short today. I just popped in to say hello and to bring some awareness into the money consciousness and give you some real tangible action steps you can really start awareness into the money consciousness and give you some real tangible action steps you can really start taking them. Now, to uplevel your money consciousness takes real work. Like, I'm just not going to be playing around, because this is the most dense energy felt like area of everyone's lives, probably, where if we don't do the work, the subconscious programming and the misguided notions around money will basically lead your life forevermore if you don't change them. And because we don't see them so often, we are not aware of them immediately, we want to be doing the work. So this is just to kind of like wake you up to start looking to what you believe about money and whether that has to be absolutely truth, or maybe something else could be there underneath as well. So thanks for watching, you guys. Thank you for popping in. I'll be on here very shortly. And let me know if you have any questions, if you have a specific topic you would like me to address. I'm very happy to do that. So until next time, take care. Take care, you guys.